celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Walker out there with Keefe. Then there's Edwards. Then it's prime time. And it's Gobert in at the 5. And for the Heat, in the forward spots, it's Butler and Jovic. Hero out there with Malik Beasley. And it's Adebayo in at the center, locking down the middle. So, Greg, with the season winding down, a lot of what-ifs for the teams. What about players? Do they experience that as well?
You can't help but wonder what could have been if your team struggled, Kevin. Players are just like fans in that regard.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Here's primetime. He's covered by Hero. Here's primetime. Traps in the tray. Primetime's got the opening basket of the game for Minnesota.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. That's a thing of beauty.
Hero passes to Adebayo. Gobert with the block. And they recover it.
Hey, who got Butler? Who got Butler?
Butler on the wing.
Hey,
Just 5 on the clock.
Look at the clock, B.
Here's Beasley. Minnesota with the rebound. Now Gobert. From 11 feet away, Keefe's shot is good.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Not a fast start here for the Heat. It's a 5-point game. Beasley kicks to Hero. Shoots. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
And Hero is sinister off the dribble.
Keefe passes to primetime, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Right here.
Adebayo with the bucket.
Boy, perfect execution in the pick and roll. Butler always the guy who's going to draw attention, and he makes the unselfish play.
It's Edwards on the wing. Covered by Beasley. And Adebayo sends it back. Hero passes to Jovic. Back to Hero.
Set up.
Passes to Jovic. Keefe grabs the miss.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Here's primetime, and too long on the shot. He'd have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
Now here's Beasley. 9 points last game out. Adebayo kicks to Beasley. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Pass to Adebayo. Keefe grabs the miss.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Outside Edwards.
I got to help.
Keefe against Beasley. Keefe's shot is good. Keefe's got his second basket of the night.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Down low, here's Edwards, and Edwards slams it in.
Oh, guys, the agility, the hops, everything about Anthony Edwards, so good athletically.
And the first time out of the game called for the Heat. And those advanced numbers, Doris, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen.
Good on the bucket. Adebayo's got his second basket.
just playing so strong down low. Adebayo knows you got to be ready for the fight inside.
Prime time, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
There's Hero with the three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Out to the wing. Here's Primetime, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Primetime's got 10.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Butler. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Pass to Jovic. They need this. Gobert with the block.
One of the best to do it. Gobert adds another block to that career total.
Shot's good by Walker. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Minnesota?
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Here's Primetime after Tyler Hero's bucket. Here is Keefe. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's denied. Here's Primetime, defended by Butler. Edwards can't hit.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And, you know, they played a terrific all-around game. The effort level was there as well as the production.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. In the post, it's Jovic and Adebayo. Smith is out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Highsmith in at the small forward. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Primetime in the last game against the Knicks was superb. He scored an amazing number of points, and his glass work resulted in a season-high rebound total for him as well. He really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Number 19.
Rudy is so used to fighting inside. This guy will do whatever it takes.
Here's Smith. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And it's Primetime missing. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Miami Heat, trailing here by 8. Keith grabs the miss. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Primetime. He had a career game last time out, bucket after bucket, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Now, here's Adebayo. He's coming off a 22-point game against Sacramento.
And don't make a mistake. The 3 blocks had a huge impact on the game as well. It really turned the game in their favor.
He was all alone on that one.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Hero passes to Adebayo. Out to Smith from outside the arc. And the Heat, another 3.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Hero against Conley. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Hero against Conley. Can't connect from short range. Timberwolves leading by 9. Here's primetime. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
For Miami, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Hero finds Smith. Here's Highsmith. Edwards defending. Floats it up for Adebayo. It's stolen by Gobert. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here's the floater. Here's primetime. And the 3 off target. Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's Highsmith, defended by Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
That one is off. Ball's checked in for the Timberwolves. Second free throw, no good. Every year, Doris, the NBA has a few points of emphasis they want to make. Anything you'd like to see emphasized?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, one thing that has to happen is we have got to give the defense a greater chance to succeed. We've tilted the game too heavily in the offense's favor, meaning too often at the rim there's foul shots given for marginal contact. I think the defense has got to become more involved in the outcome of games.
On the free throw, no good. The Heat trail by 16. Hero on the wing, defended by Paul. Here's Adebayo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Now at the line.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Miami. He'll do it for the first half. Minnesota on top. They're up by 9. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
58.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Really an incredible game from primetime.
Ooh, that first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Now, this guy plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Keefe is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's prime time. Then there's Edwards. And it's Walker in at the small forward.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
Minnesota shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Second personal foul.
And that one misses.
Foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, number 19.
That's off as well, so he misses both. The Heat trail by 11. Floats it up for Adebayo. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
Here's prime time. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Here's prime time. And a miss there on the triple. The Heat shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. And the call will be against prime time.
Number 19.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Minnesota on D. At one point, they led by 16. And here is Butler. He's got 5, 4 on the shot clock. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Here's prime time. He tries for 3. Nailed
Number
from
19.
three-point land.
3.
Primetime's got 31 points.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And this is why many are high on Hero. Possesses ability to kick it up a notch and just take over. And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Beasley finds Hero. Back to Beasley. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat.
They can see Jimmy Butler moving without the basketball, getting into his shot window, and that's a nice catch and shoot.
Inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Tyler Hero picks one up.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
No good on the free throw. A different look for Miami. Highsmith is checked in, and Smith's subbed in for Tyler Hero. And he sinks the second. Butler with the ball. He's got 7. And the pass to Jovic. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Almost inescapable, that 7'9" wingspan. Send it back, big Rudy Gobert.
Clearly a foul.
The Heat have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
He's perfect from the line this time. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Gobert dishes to Walker. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And that one, good. 36 points for prime time.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now Adebayo. 8 points for him. Smith outside. Shot clock at 5. Gobert pulls it in.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Prime time.
Timberwolves foul. Keefe. Second personal foul.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Conley's checked in.
For the Timberwolves, Mike Conley.
And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Heat. 15-point game. Tipped away. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And he knocks it down. Good-looking three there from Primetime. Primetime's got 39. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And also, guys, the tenacity they've shown on the defensive end has been something else. Look at how many blocks they've tallied thus far.
Timberwolves leading by 18. Bounce pass, Conley.
Come get it.
Passes it to Primetime. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 41 points for Primetime.
Anthony Edwards.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
Here's Smith. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Primetime. Missed inside. The Heat shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Feeds to Smith. And the layup's good off the glass. Smith's got 9 points. Here's Conley. He's got 7. Outside, Walker. Pass to Primetime. From the arc. It's rebounded by Jovic. Jovic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Highsmith. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Out to Smith. Stolen by Michael Conley. Pass to Primetime. And that one falls coming off Conley's feed. Primetime's got 44.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Mike Conley was drafted, Doris, back in 2007. And somehow, some way, he's gone his whole career without receiving a technical foul. Heck, you and I have received technical fouls over here, but not him on the floor.
Kevin, that is an impressive feat. And it's also probably why he's won the NBA Sportsmanship Award more than anyone else in the history of the league, and why we will never win it. Wow, great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
Here's Primetime from outside off the mark. The Heat trail by 21. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's Smith missing. The Timberwolves shooting it beautifully here in the third, 56% from the field. Conley, the pass to Primetime. And it's Miami with the rebound. Jovic has got 5 rebounds tonight. The pass to Adebayo. Keefe grabs the miss. Keefe's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Primetime's shot is good.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And the Heat with some changes. Ware's checked in. And it's Jaime Jaquez in for Jimmy Butler. To the inside, Hero. Excellent D there from Primetime.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
We've got Tyler Hero. Also, Malik Beasley out there. Adebayo is out there with Butler.
Number
and it's
19.
Ware in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
All night. He just won't let up.
Hero the bounce pass. Beasley against Holiday.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Shannon passes to Primetime. Good, that's
Number
another
19.
bucket.
Another 50-point game from him, and he is now third in the record books for most 50-point games in a season.
You know, GA, you can't deny the greatness we've seen from him all year long. He has performed at the highest level, game in and game out. Passes it to Beasley. Got it. Good job in the low post. Beasley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You love to see a guard like Malik Beasley take it down low and be willing to compete and make a shot.
To the middle. It's stolen by Adebayo. Ball's knocked loose. Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. And here they go. It's deflected. And here we go. It's Butler. Pass to Adebayo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Mine out. First personal foul.
And here's
Team
the upcoming
foul.
schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Friday,
Now
they'll
at the
face
line,
off against Donovan
Bam
Mitchell and the
Adebayo.
Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Brooklyn Nets.
Shooting 2.
And you know, for that matchup with Washington, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick'em game, depending on how they play.
Free throw good, Adebayo.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And some changes here for the Heat. Johnson, he's checked in for Butler. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Malik Beasley. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Hero. And a change for the Timberwolves. Gobert's checked in.
And you watch Adebayo, he really has everything you could ask for from that 4-5 position.
Number
Not a
19.
stretch big per se,
3 points.
and that's partly why he shoots such a high percentage.
Outside Rozier. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Prime time. Oh, good on the triple. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Pass to Clarkson. Here's Rozier, guarded by Holiday. Back to Clarkson. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. The 10-footer, counted.
Number 19.
56 points for prime
Assist
time.
from
All right,
Aaron
defensively
Holiday.
now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
To the paint, shoots it. And the shot is good from Johnson.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's prime time. Shoots a 3. Good,
Number
another from
19.
3.
3.
Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And Miami shooting about 45% from the floor in the 4th. Gobert pulls it in.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Assisted
Big
by
miscommunication
Terrence
on
Shannon.
defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Minnesota
And that's
foul.
typical of this guy.
Number
He's
19.
always reading the situation,
Third personal
reacting
foul.
quickly and
Penalty.
capitalizing.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
Walker's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Boy, when I think of Terry Rozier, a few things come to mind. Speed certainly is a problem for defenders, scoring ability as well, but the fearlessness is really what makes him hard to deal with.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
For Minnesota, they've gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the 4th, sinking the majority of their shots. And it's prime time missing. So Rozier will bring it up for the Miami Heat. The pass to Adebayo. Offensive rebound.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
The Heat have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Johnson goes in. Gobert with the block. Clarkson against Holiday. Prime time. Good. He hits again.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Poked away. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Ball violation. Jump ball. Salto.
And Miami has possession. Adebayo kicks to Rozier. That's tipped. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And the Heat with some changes. Highsmith is checked in. And Smith subbed in for Clarkson. The Timberwolves also with a sub. McDaniels, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And so here is Miami. Here's Adebayo. The second chance effort. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Here's prime time. No good with the triple. The Heat shooting 32% in the fourth, perhaps looking a bit tired.
Oh, my goodness. Terry Rozier showing big-time hops.
Here's prime time. And so often, we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport. And a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question. And it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player. Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, Aaron Holiday, 2.
The first one falls. A different look for Miami. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Adebayo. And it's Malik Beasley in for Rozier. Both free throws good from Holiday. Miami's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Now, here is Smith. He's covered closely.
You have to be careful when Jaden McDaniels is in your area as an offensive player. This guy is so elite defensively.
Here's prime time. Sinks that one from the post.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with him.
Now here's Beasley. To the middle. Out to Smith. Takes a 3. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Timberwolves.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for prime time.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
Here's Jovic, guarded by Walker. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot, and Jovic gets it to go.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Holiday, the pass to Primetime. And another one falls. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Inside, here's Smith. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Here's Highsmith. McDaniels defending. Fires the three. Highsmith's shot is off.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball.
Number
Close
19.
under control, and he's more than up to the
Aaron
task.
Holiday.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that
That's
much
the
more
end of the
impressive,
game.
they're doing it on the road.
Thanks for coming out to support your team. Make sure to get home safely, and we look forward to seeing you at the next sporting event.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.